whatever helps you overcome the trauma you have, that would be the best technique. And I would see, like, the best way to look at your trauma is, how does this serve me? Like, why do I need to carry this rock anymore? And 99% of the time, you'll see you don't need to carry the rock anymore. It's this weighing you down. You're holding on to it for no reason, like, why would I think about a cheeseburger I ate 10 years ago? It's water under the bridge. I can't go back in time and change it. I need to let it go. It happened. Okay, whatever, but how does this serve me in the present moment? Why do I need to hold this trauma? I should just let it go. So if you become aware that your trauma no longer serves you, and I don't know how it would ever serve you, you would just let it go. And like I said, throw those rocks out of your backpack and stay light on your feet, and see that whatever trauma you're holding on to no longer serves you. So there's different ways that people choose to shed their trauma, but I would say the best way is what works best for you. So I would try them all. Try shaking, try detachment, try cutting the cords of trauma. I would try everything, and which one works for you, put it in your pocket. But it's not one size fits all, it's different for everybody. But I would say in my case, the best way to shed trauma is to realize it no longer serves you. I don't need these rocks in my backpack. Like I said earlier, what my boss did to me, throw out that rock.
Yeah.
What my mother did to me, throw out that rock. What my father did, throw out that rock. What my teacher did, throw out that rock. What my girlfriend did to me, throw out that rock. What my wife did to me, throw out that rock. Throw out all these rocks. They no longer serve you. Today is a new day. Tomorrow, wake up and wipe the slate clean. No more trauma. Why do I need to carry this? No more. Today is a new day. I'm going to be the creator of my life. I'm going to go to my happy place. I'm going to make my life how I want. This trauma no longer serves me. I don't want to carry these rocks anymore. They're too heavy. I let them go. So I shed them. But the best way, the only way who could define the best way for you is for you to define it, right? So the best technique is what works best for you. So I would try everything, and what makes you feel the best, that would be what I'd put in my toolbox or my pocket to help me overcome trauma. But I would say, as a good practice, how does this trauma serve me? And you begin to see it doesn't serve you. Throw those rocks out your backpack. Yeah. Katu wrote. Namaste. I'm Vedguru Dev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly satsangs and Q&A, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. Direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready to. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass.
I want to live life to the fullest. So I think that I should have a range of experiences and be the best person I can be. So I want to be successful in all aspects of my life, such as my career, etc., relationships, finances, spirituality, etc. However, part of me thinks I should focus solely on spirituality. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I would integrate your spiritual path with your life experience also. So you have one foot in the spiritual world and one foot out of the spiritual world. But when you begin to integrate these spiritual practices into your daily life, you become a 24-hour meditator, or you become in a 24-hour meditative state or a mindful state 24 hours. So if you go to work, you're still mindful and meditative. You take out the trash, you're still meditative and mindful. So both work together, and you'll see your your career path or your love path or whatever you're trying to do becomes more fluid, and the pieces of the puzzle come together a lot more better because you have an open mind. You're not stiff and rigid. You're not trying to force or struggle and make something happen. You let it happen the way it happens. Okay. You know, I'm still a yogi, whether I'm in the Maya delusional world, and I'm still a yogi when I'm meditating. So you carry that 24-hour a day yogic, meditative, mindful state no matter what you do. If I'm in a relationship, I'm meditative and mindful, right? And understanding. If I'm at work, I'm meditative and mindful and understanding. If I'm driving my car, I'm meditative, mindful, and understanding. If I'm with my family, I'm meditative, mindful, and understanding. If I'm taking out the trash, meditative, mindful, and understanding. If I'm washing the dishes, meditative, mindful, and understanding. If I'm taking a shower, meditative, mindful, and understanding. If I'm going to sleep, meditative and mindful and understanding. So I'm eating food, meditative, mindful, and understanding. So everything you do in life, regardless of what it is, becomes a meditative and mindful practice. So yeah, I wouldn't separate the two. I would integrate the two, and it's kind of like pieces of the puzzle fitting together, right? If I'm in a relationship, I'm going to be who I am, a meditative and mindful person, you know? So, or if I'm at work, meditative and mindful. And it kind of creates like a shield up for you too. So when they try to attack you, you still maintain that meditative and mindful state, right? Someone's angry at you, meditative, mindful, you know? Your boss doesn't like what you did, meditative and mindful, right? Unaffected by it, you know? And you become a mirror to other people where they say like, I don't know why this guy is so happy. I want to be like him. You know, I yelled at him. I told him how stupid he was, and he was unaffected by it, you know? So it makes them feel they need to be better by looking at you. Like you become a good example, right? You know, no matter what I said to this guy, he was unaffected by it. So, yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but I want to do it too. So you start to collectively raise other people's vibration also. So, yeah, integrate spiritual practices into your daily life and, you know, carry that with you. So no matter what happens in this crazy Maya delusional world, there's no separation. You're in the world, but not of the world. So when you're in the world, you carry your meditative, mindful state 24 hours a day, and everything becomes a meditation practice no matter what you do. So I wouldn't let there be any duality or separation. I would combine them two and integrate them together, right? Like I'm at work, I can't be meditative. Wrong. You integrate the meditation into your work, right? And it becomes a more blissful, happy experience than a struggling, forcing experience. So, yeah, stay meditative and mindful and understanding 24 hours a day, Katu Roti. Namaste, I'm Vedguru Dev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly satsangs and Q&A, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready too. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass.
For relationships, is there such a thing as true love, or is it just like a business transaction? How to enter a relationship where true, unconditional love blossoms rather than filling the void?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't look at it as a business transaction. That seems kind of harsh and kind of mechanical. You know,
Yeah.
you
I'm
should.
gonna schedule you in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pencil you in. You know, like so. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that harsh. Or I don't know. When you find somebody that you connect with and you align with, then it becomes a blissful experience. But I wouldn't try to put like rules or guidelines or guardrails on it. I would just let it happen the way it happens. Like, this is who I am, and you either love me or you leave me alone. But when you're in love with your self love and your self care, how can you love other people when you don't love yourself first? So I would do your inner work, your inner self care, and your inner self love, and start with yourself, right? Before you start branching out to others. And when you really radiate that self love, that self consciousness, that self awareness, then you will attract like minded people because your frequencies are harmonizing, right? So you won't attract mechanical people like a business transaction. You will attract like-minded people because they're picking up your frequency and you're picking up their frequency. So the match kind of happens. But the more you raise your consciousness, the less matches there are. Let's say it like that. So it's a process for all yogis and yoginis to find like-minded people harmonizing on their same frequency. So I would say just be the best person you could be and be open and light on your toes. And when the opportunity presents itself, be ready, you know? And when mechanical opportunities present themselves, you're aware of that and like, no, not a fit for me, you know? I don't want a business transaction, you know? I don't want to pencil people in. I want people that uplifts my inner energy, you know? I want pluses, I don't want minuses, right? So if minuses present, you say, nope, you know? Like what do they call this thing? Tinder, right? Swipe, 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 swipe. I like
Oh.
that one. That one feels good. Heart. You know, so I don't know. It's more spiritual freeing when you're light on your toes, right? When you don't have like rules or guidelines or obligations that people have to do. Just see where this world takes you, and you'd be surprised. If you're radiating unconditional love, you'd be surprised who's attracted to your energy. So, yeah, I wouldn't make it mechanical and a business decision. I would make it more spiritually uplifting, right? Like be with somebody who supports you and uplifts you, you know, which is easier said than done on the spiritual path. This is probably the hardest thing that yogis and yoginis and people walking the spiritual path. Because if your frequency is up here, it's hard to relate to somebody's frequency down here, right? You know, dogs don't get along with cats, and cats don't get along with dogs, but two cats will merge together, you know? So
Yeah.
apples don't resonate with oranges, you know? So like it's hard, you know? And if you're like a super cat, trying to find another super cat is hard. So the more you raise your frequency, the more harder it is to find matches in the dating pool, let's say, So I would just go with the flow and let it happen the way it happens. I wouldn't try to force anything. Like, just stay open, stay light on your toes, and radiate self-love. When you love yourself, you be surprised of who you can attract just by your frequency. So have a great frequency and let the matches come, how they come.
Yeah, I've been thinking about soulmates, like if they're really real. Like, just because somebody loves you doesn't mean they're not going to hurt you. But it's just
Mm.
like love feels so good, and then like a love gone wrong, it hurts the worst. But I think we all want to capture that love. But yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I think accepting each other as they are, maybe that's the first step. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to change anybody. I would just accept them the way they are.
Yeah.
This is the way they are, and do I want to take this journey with this person, or do I not want to take this
Yeah.
journey with the person? When you have a higher awareness, you make choices that suit you the best. So yeah, I would just try to make your energy as best as you can, as high as you can, and as lovable as you can, and don't force it. Let it happen the way it happens. And when you have the love of God or the divine inside you as you're not searching too much. You're just saying pretty open. You're not needy or necessary. You say, oh, all right. When I got the love of match G, why, you
Yeah.
know, unless I find a match that loves me the same as match G, which is going to be hard. I think I'm pretty good.
Maybe that's a good sign. You don't have to force anything. It just happens. When you don't have
Yeah,
to
just
force it, it's a good sign.
let it happen, right?
Yeah.
Let it happen the way it happens, and stay
Yeah.
light on your toes. Don't try to force it. Don't try to have any expectations. Just let it happen the way
Yeah.
you happen, and love yourself first. Because if you don't love yourself first, then how can you love
Yeah.
others? So always love yourself first, and then when you radiate that self love, then you'll attract like minded people,
Yeah.
or maybe you won't. So, but I wouldn't put any expectations on yourself. I just
Yeah,
let it
that's
happen the way it happens, and you'd be surprised how things kind of come together when you're not, you're light on your toes.
yeah. I don't know, they always say it happens when you're not looking, so
Yeah, it happens when you're not looking. Run
Yeah.
towards love.
Yeah.
Love runs away from you. Run away from love. It runs towards you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the mantra, the mindset I have about love, money, and health, and
Yeah.
all this stuff. So I just don't really think about it. I let it happen the way it happens. And, if someone wants to add to my energy, I'm
Yes.
open to it. If they want to steal from my energy, I'm not open to it. So
Yeah.
support me and uplift me. Rising tides lift all boats. You know, tell me
Yeah.
how stupid my spiritual practice is. You can get lost.
Yeah. Yeah. Not loving. Hateful.
Not loving, draining, minusing, very
Yeah.
much so. Goodbye. Bye,
Yeah.
Felicia.
Be a
Swaha.
yeah, be about loving, not yeah, don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah.
ABCU. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Goodbye.
So, wise words from your father.
Yeah.
So wise. Katu Roti says, when you say Maya delusional world, do you mean the media, government, etc., or do you mean the whole world, including ordinary people? Oh, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I would say all of the above. I mean, the Maya delusional world is the whole package. My guru and all these Buddhists I know, they all said the same thing. It's all Maya. So they would say everything is Maya. Like, what isn't Maya? We're not attached to nothing. That is more of a hardcore perspective, yogic perspective, that everything is Maya. But yeah, I would just to say, to cover all bases, everything is Maya. You know,
Yeah.
you can't have one without the other. So they look at, in the Kriya Yoga tradition, they have what's called equanimity. So they look at everything as Maya, everything equal. The good is not Maya. That's Maya too, and the bad is Maya. So you can't have the bad Maya and not the good Maya. It's all Maya. So we don't get attached to the good or the bad. We stay in a state of equanimity. You know, no dog in the fight. It's all Maya. It's all delusion. You know, but yeah, I don't know. I would create your Maya the way you think it works best for you. You know, if you want to keep some good and not define that as Maya, and define the other stuff as Maya, it's perfectly fine. You are the creator of your own Maya. Make it however you want. So there's no rules or guidelines on Maya. Make it however you want. The hardcore yogis say it's all Maya. Maybe you want to keep some things that make you happy, you know? Well, I got an iPhone 17. It's not Maya. I keep
Yeah.
that, you know? I enjoy that, you know? The mainstream media, that's Maya. Okay, I don't want that. You know, the social media slot machine of different social media platforms. So, yeah, I don't want that. Or, I don't know, maybe I like the dolphin and the leopard videos. So maybe I'll keep that over here too. You know,
Yeah.
you you keep and you use your own discrimination to discernment what you want to keep. You might want to keep some Maya, or you want to shed all Maya. It depends. If you're a Gori or a sannyasi or a Himalayan yogi, you don't. It's all Maya to you. But if you're in the world but not of the world, maybe you should keep some Maya around that you enjoy, right? You know, I enjoy some Skittles once a month. I like that Maya.
Yeah.
It takes. I taste the rainbow. You know, it just depends. You know,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put up any rules or guidelines. I would just let it happen the way it happens. You know, most of these yogis, a lot of people put like projections on them. If you're a yogi, you can't smoke, or if you're a yogi, you can't eat sweets, or if you're a yogi, when you become a yogi, you do whatever you feel like. You're a free bird. So don't let other people's projection of what a yogi or walking the spiritual path is. You make your own spiritual path how you want, right? And, you know, don't let their rules become your rules, right? Well, if you're a real yogi, you can't go on YouTube. Wrong. Real yogis do whatever they want, you know? Real yoginis do whatever they want. We don't want to fit in your box. We don't want your rules to become our rules. We do whatever we want. If a Gori decides he wants to smoke, let him smoke, you know? It doesn't make him less of a Gori, right? If I eat some Skittles tomorrow, it doesn't make me less of a yogi. You know, if you want to dye your hair a different color, it doesn't make you less of a yogini, right? So when you know who you are and you know thyself, no one can tell you who you're not. So be a free bird and do whatever you want. That is probably my best suggestion. You ever feel alone on your spiritual journey, looking for real soul connections? Make real soul connections with real spiritual people worldwide. Go to soulinder.com. Want to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga and finally experience real inner transformation? Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Resonating with this spiritual calling? Hit subscribe and watch all of our daily Kriya Yoga videos on our YouTube channel at VedGuruDev, and keep your inner light shining bright every day, and click the related video right here.